We do have a few announcements this evening. The first one is regarding our water shortage, rain or lack thereof. This past fall and winter has been one of the driest years on record across the state of California. At the state level, Governor Brown has declared a drought emergency and asked California residents and businesses to reduce their water consumption by at least 20%. At the local level, San Francisco Public Utilities Commission, SFPUC, has issued a statement today requesting a voluntary 10% reduction on the San Francisco regional water system in response to the dry weather conditions and to ensure that available water supplies are prudently managed. In coordination with this local advisory, the City of San Bruno is asking residents and businesses to conserve water to help meet the 10% voluntary reduction goal that will help preserve Hetch-Hetchies and our own groundwater's valuable resources. The SFPUC is closely monitoring water levels in the Hetch-Hetchie Reservoir and snowpack data. Within the next 90 days, the SFPUC will have survey data from snowpack depths and reservoir resource levels throughout the SF regional water supply to share with other water agencies. The data results will allow water agencies to develop their specific water supply strategies for the future. Residents of San Bruno are requested to follow water conservation practices at all times, and the city will update residents on any changes made to the request of a 10% voluntary reduction when new information is available. Water conservation tips and additional information is available on the city's website at www.sanbruno.ca.gov and on Bay Area Water Supply and Conservation Agency's BOSWA website at http:/bawsca.org. So you'll be hearing a lot more about that in the very near future, I'm sure. And now we do have a small presentation from Chief Telford, if you would, regarding some recent burglaries in and around San Bruno.
Thank you, Mayor Ruane and members of the City Council. In the past month, there's been 13 residential burglaries, 9 of which that we believe are related. These crimes aren't specific to one neighborhood, and primarily they've occurred on the west side of El Camino. The crime of breaking into somebody's home violates their sense of security. We take these crimes very personal. I've made apprehending these individuals our top priority, and I can assure you that everyone in the San Bruno Police Department is looking to get these people. These aren't unique to San Bruno. Similar crimes have occurred in San Mateo County, all over the peninsula, all over the Bay Area. Our investigators are working with other investigators from San Mateo County and San Francisco. Like I said, we're working diligently to apprehend these individuals, but we can only do it with the public's help. We don't want to create a panic, and we don't want residents to take matters into their own hands because that could be very unsafe. But we do want residents to be diligent. No matter how small it seems, call us if you see something suspicious. Call us on 911. To give you an example of how we need the public's help, yesterday a resident in another jurisdiction reported seeing something unusual. They reported a description of a vehicle, and within minutes our officers on burglary patrol for our other series of crimes were able to chase these guys down in San Francisco. We lost them for a brief period of time, but our investigators were in touch with San Francisco and Daly City Police, who then picked the car up, and we apprehended the suspect, and we're actively searching for 2 additional suspects. This wouldn't have happened if that citizen didn't report it to us. In several cases, the suspects knock on the door to see if somebody's home. If no one answers the door, they'll go to the rear yard and try and find a way to break into the house. If somebody does answer the door, they'll make up an excuse while they're there and they'll leave. We're asking residents to call us on 911 if they see this or any other suspicious activity. Please record the person's description. Please write down any kind of vehicle description you may have, because that could give us the missing piece that we need to make this case. Again, we're asking residents to call 911 if they witness any kind of suspicious activity or see anything out of the ordinary. Again, it doesn't matter how small it is. We can only do it with the help from the public, and together we'll be able to apprehend and make San Bruno safer. Again, we don't want people to panic, but we do want them to be diligent in reporting suspicious activity. Thank you, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions.
Any questions for the Chief? Yeah. Could you step to the podium and ask your question, please?
I'm Anna Leach from San Bruno, and I live on Fifth Avenue.
Talk right into the mic. Right
I'm sorry,
It's all right.
excuse me. I'm Anna Leach from San Bruno. I live in the Bel Air section, and I was just wondering, these burglaries, do these happen like during the day or the afternoon or at night or sporadic?
Okay, we'll let the chief answer that for you.
Oh, sorry, excuse me.
Sure. Oh, no, that's a very good question, and no need to be embarrassed. They happen primarily in the daytime. We did have one burglary occur in the evening hours when the resident wasn't home, but again, the remainder of those burglaries and the majority of residential burglaries that we see happen during the daytime when no one's home. They primarily happen during the weekday, but that's not to say that it can't happen on the weekend, nor do we have a set pattern. And in one of these instances, in the burglaries that I referenced earlier, we had 4 of them occur in one day. And we were, an alarm sounded in one of those cases, and we were there within minutes and determined that the burglars had come and gone.
All right. Thank you. Any other questions for the chief? Well, thank you for the one apprehension. You know, you're working on the rest of it. We've had a lot of concerned citizens contact us, and we're trying to stay on top of it. So there's been some misinformation out there which has a tendency to panic people, but heard all the way 30 to 45, burglaries. It's a much smaller amount, although one is too much. So thank you and the department for your fine efforts. Thank you very much.
Thank you.